You know, I haven't got an education.
Okay,
Please
I'll wait.
speak in words I understand. That's all I'm saying to you. I don't understand all the big words.
So you're guessing how I'm feeling by comments in the chat. You've just displayed that because you went, he come in raging, saying this, saying that.
Yeah.
Saying that I am. How can you tell my mood from the comments that I'm making in the chat?
Just by the way, I know I'm backwards, but I know the way you were writing things, and you were.
You came in very.
You can't tell that.
You can't.
What do
Your
you
comments,
mean?
right. Let me. Your comments were very passive aggressive.
I've seen Jimmy Crystal Ball.
Okay, so firstly, yeah, you've both made a statement that's flat out wrong. Yeah.
No, but in my opinion,
you literally have. Yeah, it's a guess.
Your
And that's what I've said.
your
That's your
comments,
opinion.
in my opinion, were very passive aggressive. There you go.
Yeah.
Correct, in your opinion. And that's the main thing that we need to take away firstly. Secondly, all I said was, no.
How can you take an opinion away? It's her opinion.
But you're stating it as fact.
Well, no, because it is fact. It's her opinion.
No,
No,
I
she's
can't do
feeling
this.
the same way you
I
know.
can't
You
do this.
feeling?
I thought you wanted to do face.
I can't do this.
Take away.
If you can't keep up, if you,
you can't
keep
take
up,
away
yeah,
my opinion, though, can you?
nobody's taking away your opinion though. You can read the comments for help, but what I'm saying is,
Thank you.
you
I will.
came in here,
Just like you read the script every
you
day.
started the line, you started a live stating that I was doing
Tara.
such and such, and then you've since said that is my opinion.
Breath, Bobby, are you all right? Take a minute, my Devon.
If I start reacting in the way that you don't want,
we don't want it. This
Don't
is
worry,
what we were
I
saying
got
to you in
it.
the comments.
Don't worry, I got you.
I'm sorry, Devin, but it's not nice when it's happened to other people. You know, like you hold lives and let everyone jump in and talk about everybody else and don't shut it down.
Yeah, I don't care. So your butt hurt. That's fine.
Yeah.
Your butt hurt.
I'm
That's
so
cool.
hurt. I've not slept for days.
I'm fucking
Okay.
traumatized.
Because you was butthurt. The reason you said you allowed that because I did it to you when in the argument with you and NJ, all the boxes were muted and it was only you and NJ talking. I didn't let other people jump in the box. Hold on, I've not finished now. Right? So when you and NJ was talking, it was only you and NJ. I did not allow other people to talk. Yes, it was me putting in little comments, but it was my fucking live. I didn't allow people to continue to go in a box and mock my fucking story, mock this. It was you two men at it, okay?
Are you finished? So can't I respond? This feels like you're again upset about something that is you could have just had a conversation about. At the end of the day, if it's a small social room, yeah, and people have a certain feeling towards you, yeah, I'm not going to shut that down because it's a personal room where people are just talking about their feelings. Not everyday FYP. Not everything's a circus for money. Sometimes it's just people having a conversation about something. I'm not going to shut them down when it comes to that. I'm not partaking in
a
this.
circus for money. So when you go live, do you turn your gifts off?
No, because I don't even
But
think about
there you
it.
go then, so don't say anybody else is a circus for money. If you don't come live and willingly turn your gifts off, you're fucking doing the same as we all do. So just shut
Okay,
your
pal.
mouth, Devin.
Okay, 1 point to you.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Carry on. We'll carry on.
Go.
Yeah, well done. That's what
Go
you
on,
need.
I'll
You
let
need
you carry
validation.
on.
You need the validation. It's okay.
I'll let you carry on. I don't need no validation. And
all I
definitely
said-
not off you.
You'll let me
Definitely
carry on and then you'll carry
1,000,000%
on.
not off you, Devin.
Hey, remember when you said that you were sorry to the black community and then a day later, because one person said that, you know, you don't have to apologise, now you feel the need to take that away?
Right, I'm going to bring something else up here. As you keep
Yeah.
feeling the need to go over my past, right? Have I ever once
I don't.
pulled you
You're
up
doing
on
it.
when you said you were sorry and blamed innocent of something? No, I fucking haven't.
What do
So
you
it
mean?
works the same
How's
way.
that the same?
It works the same way. I
How
was
does it
sorry,
work the
you
same
were
way?
sorry. I've never fetched your past up, but you constantly bring mine
Hold
up.
on 1 minute. So
You
she's trying to say when
constantly
you
bring
said
mine up. So
slur,
let's not go there, Devon.
she said when you said a slur and you said sorry, everyone forgave you. So isn't it the same way as her? But you lot can't fucking keep it's coming to bullying at this point, isn't it? Really?
No, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
It
No,
is.
it's the
You
thing.
hold bully
No.
platforms, Devin.
I'll tell you why it doesn't, right? I'll tell you why it doesn't. If you guys can't accept
Because
that,
my
yeah?
face doesn't
She was
fit
convicted.
with Hughes.
No. What makes you think that you're different from
Right,
anyone
Devin,
else?
how easy could you have been convicted on something else? But to come back as what was them letters that'll come back because I'm backward and I don't understand.
Yeah, not
But there
easily.
you
Do you want to
go
know why?
then. How
Do you know?
easily,
You can try and
we
trigger me.
still
I'll tell you
don't
why.
know We still don't know whether that
Congratulations.
happened or not. It's just there
Congratulations.
wasn't enough evidence there. So shut your fucking mouth, Devon.
So you're telling me, hold on a minute,
Shut
hold on a
your
minute,
fucking mouth,
hold on
Devon.
again.
I don't have to explain myself
Again, you're
to
using
you
your
and
opinion.
nobody else. And I've never once fetched anything back up what you've
So it's just you talking.
Can I just Pearl, 1
So
minute,
it's just
1
you
minute.
talking.
1 minute, Devon. Pearl, I'm sorry. Just to let everyone know, I'm not going to stop this. And what Pearl's saying is because apparently, with Devon's words, in Devon's words, people are allowed to have an opinion. Go ahead,
People are
Pearl.
allowed to have an opinion. Who said that they're not allowed to have an opinion?
You.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And this is how I know you're not keeping up with the conversation. You can bring that up all you
Because I'm
want,
thick.
right? You can bring.
I've never
must be.
fetched that up.
I'm being so
never
real.
fetched that up. But you know what?
But
I'm
you feel the need
pissed
to do
off
it today.
with now? You know what I'm
You feel the
pissed
need to
off
do it
with?
today.
You keep bringing my conviction up, my past up, and what I've done.
I
in the
brought
past,
it up.
and I'm fucking sick of it. You're nothing special.
Or did you bring it up?
No, you fetched it up. You.
No,
You
I-
fetched it up.
Pal,
Are you keeping
you're
up with this
literally on that
conversation,
talking
Devon?
about it every
Are you
single day.
keeping-
You're on the internet
it's
talking about
my
it every day.
thing, and I'm allowed to.
Oh.
And why I go on is I'm saying sorry, but you keep saying I'm not allowed to move on from it. As you've
Oh
just
my
said
God.
with hatred in your voice,
I hope
you
this is-
convicted. You're convicted. Well,
With
you were
hatred
nearly
in my voice.
Convicted. You were nearly
No, I wasn't.
convicted.
Wasn't even close, babe.
Oh,
That's the thing.
it wasn't
It wasn't even close.
There wasn't enough
But you know
evidence.
the-
Wasn't even close.
Let's be
But
real
do you,
with
1
each
minute,
other.
let her see what
Thanks,
she's
Lisa.
saying.
Can I
Is that the reason?
can I
Is that,
You were nearly
is that the
convicted.
reason? No, I
can I
wasn't.
just say as well?
You're
like,
talking on something you don't know. So,
Thank
Pearl,
you, Lisa.
carry on because you're just helping me. Carry
Can I
on.
just say
You
as
don't
well-
understand how much you're helping me.
Helping you what? I'm only
Thank
doing
you,
what
Lisa. Thank
were
you, Red
doing,
Bull.
talking
No, no,
about
I've
it.
got you.
You were talking about it, so I'm going off what
Big up,
you
Lisa.
said.
When was I talking
You
about it?
said you were talking about
Now
when
you're
you
just
got
chatting
in-
shit.
When you got,
You're literally just
I'm not, because you know when I always said I used to come into your boxes on fake
Screen
accounts,
recorders.
You were talking about it, saying about the not enough evidence and these 3 letters I don't even understand
Big up,
whatever it
Lisa.
was.
No, I
I-
never said that.
Devon, can I just sorry, go ahead. I'll let you. I'll talk after you.
I haven't had a chance to speak. but I've
That's
been
why I
fighting
just
to
said.
try
I
and
just said
have a word.
talk. Go on, Devon. Then
Right, I'll
everyone mute.
jump
Let
down
Devon
while
talk.
he's trying to talk, and then I'll jump back up when he stopped talking.
Right, guys, can we finish my live goal? Because I do want to make money off Devon today.
You're going on like I'm
He's
the
not
one
gonna
that
let
needs
me.
to be controlled. Like I'm the one that Devon, why don't you leave Pearl alone? Okay, so here we go. I didn't do anything to Pearl. This whole narrative of I went into Chippy's live and I said something was missing. I was wrong. And I said I was wrong. But yet you're holding on to that. Then I said Paigey doesn't speak for the whole black community, which NJ said. And I said, but neither does NJ. I said the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Please tell me how that's an attack, that's negativity, or is that just somebody's opinion in the chat? You was being nasty. Is that being nasty to disagree with someone?
I mean, you just made then that's fair.
Bro, that's all I made in the chat. And this is what I'm saying. While on that platform, they were talking about selective outrage and biases and favoritism. And Chippy chose to point that comment out, right? And say, oh, well, you don't, it doesn't revolve around you either. What does that have to do with my point? That's you choosing to attack me and draw attention to me. Because that point, there was nothing wrong with that point that I made.
Can I just say why it was? Because I mentioned about when Paigey said she didn't think Zach is racist for saying the N-word, and especially when he didn't think he was on live, and then it was something you said after that, and I forget what you said now. But I said if your face doesn't fit, if your face fits, it's fine. If you say something that's wrong, when your face doesn't fit, that's when it's a problem.
And you've proved that behavior when it comes to me. If anybody else had made an opinion in that chat similar to mine, the whole chat would not be going at them. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, I don't know. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
Oh, okay. So whenever I get onto a point,
Yeah.
it's always discarded and thrown away. You're going on about how your face doesn't fit and everybody's been gone for. Zach was gone for. Corey was gone for.
Zach, for
EQ
one
has
day
been
that
gone
he went to retail therapy.
Oh my God, you don't get it. And that's okay, you're never gonna get it. The fact is, you're just hurt that you got convicted and other people haven't, and you're trying to take that out on people on the app.
Devon, can
That's what's happening.
we agree on something though? When Zach done what he
100.
done, did he take accountability?
No,
No.
no. He ran away like the rest of them.
Yeah, but when Pearl done what she's done, don't you think that she stood there and she took the lashing from everybody? Or do you think that she
NJ.
done what Zach done?
NJ, 18 months later. The only reason that she's taking accountability is the conviction. And the reason that I feel the need to
I'm
say
sorry,
that.
that's not true.
Wait.
Okay, all right, I'll wait.
Let him land top.
Right, go on.
And the reason I feel the need to say that, NJ, is because yesterday you went up on a platform and you said, which I think is bang out of order, by the way, you don't have to apologize anymore. The very next day, she gets in a confrontation with somebody from the community, and she then says, I don't have to say sorry. And this is coming from someone who has apparently said sorry. Can you see why I feel the way that I feel?
Who did I say I don't have to say sorry to?
Don't say lies when it was alive, guys. 'cause
Who are you
you've
on
got the
about? Are you on
recording.
about with Paigey there?
No, you just said in general, when we were having a conversation, yeah?
Yeah.
This is the first disagreement that you had with somebody from the community, and your thing is, I'm done saying sorry. I don't have to say sorry anymore. When was
this today?
Yeah.
What, Devon, what I said was, I said, I'm saying sorry and I'm not going to say sorry no more. That's what I said.
Exactly. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. NJ, please help. Because they're going to listen to you, because there is a bias. Yeah.
Alright, listen,
Can you
listen,
please
though.
tell Pearl why that sounds mad?
No,
Can
but
you
listen,
please?
listen. The reason why I said that yesterday is because Pearl is always saying sorry all the time. You can tell yesterday in that interview that she is remorseful for what she said to her. How many times is she
Correct.
have to say sorry before people think, you know what, obviously, like, when I look at Pearl, bro, I'm looking at an elderly woman as well. Do you know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So,
NJ,
how many?
the maddest thing is-
Let me land. So when I'm looking in, and I'm thinking to myself, like, look, yeah, she's an older generation. We've said what we said. We've taught her. She slipped up. She's been convicted for it now. Like we gotta let it go now. Let the woman live. Everywhere where she goes on the app, she shouldn't be having people saying, "Oh, you're the racist. You're this," and she's doing things to try and change that opinion of her.
say that, and then, okay, so I'll say two things to you, NJ. The first thing is, yeah, that's fine. Nobody's taking your opinion, but you can't tell anybody from the said community that she said that she's offended when they choose to accept that. They don't have to.
Never said
and
that.
that's a fact. NJ was allowed to finish and speak uninterrupted without emotion.
Yeah, let him finish. Please.
NJ, you don't tell a victim of DV when they forgive someone, do you? You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't, bro. You wouldn't be asking this person to forgive someone. It just wouldn't happen. And
Yeah, but
racism isn't seen the same, right? That's the
Okay.
first thing, right?
Can I
The
just
second-
answer that to
Go on.
what you just said though? But at the same time, if that person has offended me, I don't have to every time I see them on an app or every time I see them in real life attack them. Do you know what I mean? If I know that their morals and values are not in line with my own, I'm just gonna keep it stepping. I wouldn't make Pearl an enemy.
But nobody's doing that. You see, you're creating a martyr
I'm
here.
just
NJ,
saying.
this is what I don't like. 1 second. What, like, you got to speak and interrupt me. I'm doing the same.
Go on,
Do you know people to be going into Pearl spaces and starting with her? Why are we starting this narrative that people are always getting at Pearl? If they're in the privacy
100%
of
they
their own
are.
space,
I'm him. No, hold on. Right. Don't go. You fucking talk all the fucking time. Let other people talk as well.
didn't.
It's a
No, I
conversation.
didn't.
It's not a fucking
No, I didn't.
dictatorship.
NJ just spoke and I waited.
Anyway,
So don't try to paint a
but
narrative.
People do
Don't
go
do
into
it.
Pearl's.
Because there'll be proof.
People do go into Pearl's live because I'm the fucking mod and I fucking have to block him and mute him. So don't come at me and say people don't go into her spaces. Yes, they fucking do.
And they do it in other lives that she's in. If she's in a box, people will join, even though people are obviously triggered by Pearl. They will join a box and argue with her.
It's victim mentality again all the
oh my
time.
gosh.
I don't, but can I say something? You see the people that are coming at Pearl now, I genuinely don't think it's from the black community though.
It's only Devon and Paige
Thank you.
who's coming at me.
What are you talking about? When have I come at you?
This
Don't start
morning.
trying to be a victim of nothing.
This morning.
So explain to the viewers,
The
explain to
only one
everyone
out of
how I
everybody
came at
who
you.
comes for us is Paigey, and then you jumped on the bandwagon, Devon.
Explain to everyone, while you're saying these accusations, explain to everyone what you see as coming at you today. Please do it.
1 minute.
So we know. So we know. So we're doing lies. Is that what we're doing? Because it's very interesting.
Everything I said
I'll
is not
expose
a
them.
lie.
Make sure what you say, yeah, you're backing it, because I will come with receipts.
Go
And
ahead.
then I expect an apology.
Go ahead.
Cool. For Pearl to say how I've come at her. Also, seeing as the chat seems so certain that I'm going for Pearl, all of you bring your receipts as well. Bring your receipts, how I come at Pearl.
Thank you, Amy.
And don't miss, because if you miss, I'm going on a big platform and I want an apology. Because funny enough, all us black people, we're not the same.
Well, there
We're
again,
not one
sorry, I
person.
wasn't listening.
How did I come at you this morning?
In the comments.
Okay, in what way? You're going to have to be clear because I'm not having things said on my name.
Well, you just, why come into a live when it was on about that you were waiting for somebody to play this interview? You were in Top Girls the other day and you run back with your little tails, right? Firstly. So you were waiting for whoever played that interview, Devon, to come in, and you started in the comments.
So you've made a lot of factual opinions there, but that is just your opinion. You've said that I've
That's
waited
fine,
for
it's
someone
my
to play that
opinion.
video. Okay, we're gonna just you really needed to interrupt me to say that.
Yeah,
My point is this, right? That's coming at you. Me going to an FYP, right? A forum that is based on the chat's opinion, giving my opinion is coming for you now, Pearl. You're gonna have to make it make sense.
Devon, listen, I know I'm not a full shilling, but I'm not silly when it comes to you. When you do follow me around the app, not you don't ever at me, you don't, but you always put something in the chat, whatever it be, with you waiting for me to at you back. But Paige is the one, she's always got to be the same as you in the chat or jump in the box and say something. Just like when I went into somebody's live the other day, and yes, it was a black person's, Dame's live it was, and then she said, I'm not singing, you've allowed a racist in the chat. It wasn't her platform, why should she say that?
Dame's not
So
black
another opinion.
out there. Sorry, Dame's not black.
So another so
Sorry,
again,
but it was
you've-
today's platform there. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
so again you've come with opinions and dressed them up as facts for me.
Well,
Because you've said I follow. Firstly, you said I follow you around the app. So the only rooms that you'll see me in, that you're in, is Toxic Dan. I've been watching Toxic Dan recently. Top Girl. I used to go into Top Girls. Miss Reds, maybe. That's it. And how is that
so
following
they're the rooms
you?
that I go into. They're the only rooms I go into.
But how does that prove that I follow you?
Well, it just seems when I'm there, you turn up.
That's an inflated ego.
With your little, no, it's not an inflated
That doesn't make sense.
ego. It's
It
not,
is.
And I don't ever.
You're proving yourself. You're all proving yourself to be silly. But I don't give two toots
Silly?
about the comments. Yeah, I don't care about the comments.
Well, you
because I know
obviously
what,
do.
what
'Cause
land
you've
I'm in.
caused a big
You're
stir
proving
this
me.
morning, you obviously
You're proving
do,
me
Devon.
wrong. You're proving me right. Because when you say you're following me around the app, and all you're saying is that I'm
But
in
them's
the
the
same
only
rooms
rooms
as
I
you.
go into, and when I'm in, bet your life on it, you're like, Mr. Ben, you're in for I'm in for 2 minutes, and you pop up.
Yeah, but that's not because you're in Pearl. If I don't follow you,
Well, that's
how
just
can
the way I
see that
feel.
you're.
That's
How can I
just
see?
the way I
Hold on a
feel.
minute. Yeah, exactly. There we go.
That's the way I
Finally, the
feel.
truth.
I'm in a room 2
There you
minutes.
go.
You are like Mr. Ben, you just pop up.
And that's the way that you
Are
feel
you
because
in
I don't
rooms?
follow you.
And are you in rooms and I pop up, Devon?
Do I follow you, Pearl?
Are you in? Only
Do I
till
follow you?
recently, Only till recently you
Oh.
followed me. Only till recently.
So I don't follow you, but I'm following you around. I can't see where you are, but I'm following you.
So do
Okay.
I come into
Done
a
and dusted,
room?
you're all done
Do
up.
I come into a room where you at, barring from them 3 rooms? Do I come into
Yes.
a room where? Who's?
Yes.
Who?
So when firstly, I haven't made the claim that you follow me. I haven't
Right.
made that.
Whose
mad
rooms do
claim.
I come into?
When those girls were playing karaoke and having a good time and singing, you went into Dame's live,
That wasn't
coming
your
out
live.
coming
Were
out
you
of
in
no.
that live? Were you in that live?
Yeah, I was in the live.
Oh, well, I'm sorry,
But
I didn't know you were in the live. Because, as you
I
say,
haven't said that you
God
followed
went
me.
in and Paigey started it within 0.2 seconds. Refused to sing like a fucking 2-year-old because, in her opinion, a racist entered the room. And you're all laughed about it then. There you go.
I
Not
think that's what it
everybody
is. Like,
see you win.
you know, the thing is, though, people, can somebody get rid of Jen Zeno's mum, Ken Zeno, whatever her name is? You want people
Oh my
like,
god, yeah, bro. Oh, do you know what? I actually forgot. Somebody in the chat said, you said yourself, you go into Devon's lives on a fake account. Do you know what? Sometimes these things cross my mind.
On
I'm
a
not.
council,
So what we doing?
nobody. And what did I go into them lives for, Devon? Come on, Devon, let's be real. And
I don't know.
Listen, let me finish.
I'm not the one throwing out
I
opinions.
told you I come into your live, Devon, because I like listening to it, but I don't come on my real account because I get jumped on. So, Devon, it's a fake account, but I do sit and listen to you because I like what you're saying. But that's when we were okay. So I told you I come in on a fake account.
Right, so you like what I'm saying. I don't ever. Here's the funniest thing, Paul, yeah? I give you the same grace that NJ gives you, funny enough. I treat you with respect, and I even get it from the other side. Let's be 100% real, by giving you an opportunity to speak to you. And when the moment
I think that was all
serves
for
you,
numbers and clout.
you turn on me. You thought what was for numbers and
Are
clout?
you for real, Devon? You let me come into your live and get jumped on, and you never once said to everybody, all right, everybody, stop it now. She's coming to the
Correct.
live. You're all going at her. Speak one
True.
at a time, not once.
That's very true. But then what happened after that, pal? Did I not come into your room and apologize to you? Did that happen or did it not?
Well, at the time, you didn't have a backbone. You didn't have a backbone.
I didn't have a backbone.
You didn't
So
have
while
a
I'm
backbone
going
to
at Alex
stop
Brigham,
everybody.
hold on a minute.
I wouldn't
While
have
I'm going in
let
the room,
nobody say that to you, not once. And I never
So
have,
what you want to
and
do-
still never would.
so pal, what you've just done is, yeah, you've
Yeah.
heard me say I apologized. You don't have a response, and you've completely reached for something else. That's what you've just done, pal.
What you on
because
about?
you can't accept
What?
the fact. Here's the fact, yeah. Once something gets buried and once something gets corrected, yeah, what you'll do is you'll find
I
something
thought-
else to be angry
no,
about.
I
That's
thought
what you'll
it was
do.
very-
Because I apologized to you.
After I come
and you
out
went
the
back.
live, and you know why I didn't
Yeah.
accept their apology? Because when I come out the live, you told everybody she ain't my friend. So let's be real.
I said that to your
Devon.
face.
Let's
No, hold on a minute.
be real.
And Pearl, did I
And
say that to your
listen,
face in the
Devon,
live?
anyway, I'm not going to sit here all day.
Ah,
in my
'cause you're on the
little
ropes.
You are?
You're on the
no.
ropes. You're
Hold
on the
on a
ropes.
minute. Hold on. And Fatty, say hello, me baby. Hello. There you go. I've got my grandchildren.
Oh,
with
hello.
us. So I'm going to say, have a lovely afternoon, all of you.
Yeah,
Don't you worry
of
about
course.
me because I ain't worrying about you, right? Have a
course.
nice
I'll
life.
just prove it.
And don't ever at us in the comments or won't at you.
I will.
Thank you,
Everyone,
everybody.
I
I'm
didn't
going
at
to
you in the
got my
comments.
babies here.
You was being very passive aggressive. Come on, Devon. Bye, Pearl. Love you. You was being very passive
I'm being passive aggressive. No,
was.
I keep proving things, and you're choosing to ignore it.
No, I'm
Pearl
not
said to me.
choosing. I'm not choosing.
Pearl said
at
to
all.
me, I apologise to Pearl for her treatment on my platform. I didn't have to do that.
say something after, please.
I chose to apologise to Pearl on her platform. She was okay with that apology. When I just brought that up, she just went, but you didn't have the gonads to throw them down. So what you're doing is, you're saying the apology and the good conversation we had didn't matter. You're just going to bring that back up. Sorry, NJ, go on.
No, like obviously, you know the people that you're around, and it. One of the things that they have with me is the way that I speak to women, right? Now you know what it's like on this platform when you're trying to get your point across. Sometimes you can get frustrated and feel like you need to raise your voice. But you see why I don't respect a majority of them over there is because they will not check you when you go back over there and say, you know what, Devon, when you was raising your voice speaking to Pearl, I think that was a bit out of order. You know, she is a woman. Men shouldn't speak to women like that. So obviously, all I'm saying is that Dev, look, just allow it with her because you don't look good on your behalf. If a woman feels like you're imposing yourself on them, like just take a step back on it. If you feel the way how you feel, just, no one's saying take your feelings away. But when you're sitting with other people, just allow them to have their opinion on Pearl because when you do, it makes you look bad.
Okay, so when did I firstly, I see the thing that you did there, where everyone's now going to say, oh, big up, yeah, you checked a man. How many times in this conversation?
What I've seen, Dev.
Okay,
It's not a check.
doesn't
I'm
need
just giving you some humble advice, that's all.
Okay, I'll choose anyway. How many times in this conversation, right? And you can be honest. You're gonna need to be honest on this one. Yeah. Have I been shut down mid-sentence after I let you speak? Then I went to speak, and then I was told that I was over talking. So the frustration is built from this conversation.
No, you
has
was
it not?
frustrated on your own live, and you dropped part of your life saying, "I'm not letting
Yeah.
anyone make money out of me, and I'll cut them face
Correct.
to face," which was quite threatening,
Correct.
to be fair.
Threatening.
Yeah, because you wanted to go face to face with, like I heard it as face to face with a woman, because I was the one who.
You,
was,
so hold on.
Oh, 1 minute.
So
Now,
you're threatened.
1 minute. How many times are you going to interrupt me? How many times are you going to interrupt me? You don't like it, do you? Right. Anyway, I was the one who was cam 2-ing you, right? And you said, "I'm not going to let anyone make money off me, and I will
Yeah.
come face to face with you." So this is
Correct.
you was talking to me.
Yeah, and I came over to your life. So you feel threatened.
This
that
is
I'm
not
gonna
face to
come
face.
over to
No,
your
this
life?
is not face to face. This is on an app, love.
Oh, so you're gonna reach that hard. You're gonna reach that far.
No,
Is that
that's
what
how I
you're doing?
took it. That's how I took it.
That's how you took it. So
Yeah.
you thought that I was gonna hang up my life, try and find a woman that I don't know where she is, and so you're telling everybody you feel threatened now. Is that what you're doing?
What you said on the then, yeah.
Wow, it's embarrassing. But okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
it's
I'm not gonna take away how you felt.
Well,
I'm not gonna take away how you feel. Go on, Dan.
right. Can I just ask, Devon? Honestly, right, Pearl has apologised for it multiple times. She apologised for it yesterday. Again, she's been held accountable in a court of law. She's educated herself and she's moved on from it. And she's helping raise awareness and education on racism now because people are looking at her and thinking she learned from it. Like can't I? There's thousands of racists on here. And I get what you're doing. But realistically, Devon, what do you want from Pearl? She's been held accountable and she's apologised for it. What do you want her to do? What do you want from her?
Okay, so I'll ask you this question. When have I ever asked anything of Pearl, Dan? This is the narrative that gets attached to anyone who disagrees with Pearl. What do you want from her? When have I come out of my way to ask of anything from Pearl?
You're acting and how you jump on her, she gets jumped on, and in my opinion, Devon, now I understand
I jump on her, yeah.
why yourself and the community was upset by it, but at this point now, it's bullying. It's plain bullying what you're doing.
Okay, can you tell me instances that you've seen me jump on Pearl? Me,
Just
personally.
then, you've just been shouting at her. You've just been completely mad, shouting at her. You lost your temper then.
Completely mad shouting at her. But okay, apart from today, when have you seen me jump on Pearl and attack Pearl?
You let everybody do it in your box the other week.
Okay.
You know,
So me
it's
personally,
an
I'm asking
ongoing
me
issue,
personally.
Devon, it is. And I think, I understand.
So I'm the black community.
This ads agency owner, it wasn't.
So I'm the black community, apparently.
No one's saying
Is that what
but
we're saying?
You're coming up and speaking to her. No, realistically,
I speak to her for a reason.
Realistically, Devon, now, don't go round in circles. What do you want from Pearl? What would you like to achieve?
Me personally, I don't want anything from Pearl. It's funny when you ask the actual person and you don't insert your own
go
life.
round, just answer
I
the
don't want
question,
anything.
what you
I've
want.
answered it, and I answered it, and I stopped. I don't want anything from Pearl.
Well, then why don't you both just keep away from one another?
I was. I haven't been in Pearl Spaces. I haven't been in there
Yeah,
since
but this
until
is
like
not the
last
first
week
time
when she
you've been
called
in
me into
Chippy's.
a.
This is not the first time
Okay,
you've
carry
been
on.
in Chippy's live and putting like passive aggressive comments like, please
It's not
stop
passive aggressive.
acting.
It's my opinion.
Right, I'm not saying it's not your opinion. Is that how we take it is passive aggressive comments, and it's not the first time you're doing it. You've asked, you've just
And
said.
that's how-
Hold on. If you're getting pissed off when people are talking over you, stop fucking talking over everyone. It's not the first time you've done it to Pearl. You've seen it multiple times that you've come into people's lives when it's a subject about Pearl and racism. You'll make these fucking comments. You will make
Yeah,
the
so-
comments. Stop acting all innocent like you never do anything fucking wrong.
When have I said that? Can I? So are you telling me, right? Let me just check for understanding as they do with primary school
What were you
children.
doing this morning then, Devon?
You're telling me, can you let me?
Why are you getting angry?
You're telling me, because you're deliberately trying to wind me up. You're telling me, so
I'm not.
basically
That's
what
the
you're saying is, I'll wait for you and then I'll. So anyway, so you're telling me basically I'm not allowed to comment on Pearl or racism. Is that what we're saying?
But she's not being racist.
What are you talking, Chippy? You're you're misleading the conversation. I'm asking Top Girl. Top Girl, you just said I make passive aggressive comments. So are you saying that I'm not allowed to comment on Pearl or racism?
Well, if you're saying you don't want anything from Pearl and you want to, like, when is it going to be that you're going to leave it alone? She's done it.
So I have to agree.
1 minute, right? Come on, go ahead then, Devin, because speak your fucking shit.
So can I ask a question? Look. Why this morning, Devon? For me, you were trying to go to this morning.
Explain how.
Just the way you were, just the way you just putting your comments in, and it's not.
Yeah,
like
what were my
the first time
comments,
you've
Shippy?
done that neither.
So what were my comments, Shippy?
And then what were that suggesting you're making in the box because I was talking over you when it's my live?
What?
Well, you made a suggestion in the box. There you go, Chippy, talking over me. Yeah, and you just like you're suggesting out that I've been racist because you're Devon.
I'm so glad that you've actually verbalized it, because you didn't verbalize it on your live.
No, I
and
didn't
now we're
want
gonna
to
play
because
back
I'm not
live.
having them conversations on my live.
You're determined for a black
people.
person to call you racist. That's what you're determined to do. That was not even the case. And this is what's funny.
Well, that's how it comes across, Devon.
It came across that, okay, run it back. Bring your live, please. Don't
I
run your
will run
live.
the live again.
If you're wrong, you can dish out another apology that you've had to do.
I will
Can
not
I
dish out no
say
apologies.
as well?
Oh, you won't. So you're just going to be wrong and strong.
Right, I tell you what, I'm not wrong. No, I'm not
That's
wrong.
what I
I'll tell
thought.
you why. I dropped.
I called you racist.
Hold on, because you're now shouting over me. So I'm just trying to explain something. I dropped Paigey because she started saying, "Pearl, go get a wash and shit." That's why I dropped Paigey. I dropped you because you're just being an arrogant bastard again.
So that's something. Again, there's a personal opinion.
Not fucking even remarks.
So again, it's a personal opinion. It's not
A
facts.
personal
It's
opinion
just
that
your
happens
personal
on
opinion.
his live, so he's allowed to do as he pleases. So
Did
he's
anybody
got
cry
the
about that?
You're asking him the questions, love.
And you're answering for him. Apparently, you're Chippy.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you a question, Devon, because I've always got on with you, but lately you just seem really, really fucking set into people. Once you're in,
Do you want to know why lately you've
never
got a
let 'em go.
problem? Because I went for somebody who you like. That's why you have a problem, Chippy. It's okay when we're fighting racism, as long as it's not against people you like.
Right, can I
Because
just
that's
say,
when it's a problem. Oh, then we're not standing
That's
by
mad.
anyone.
That's a
Oh,
mad
we're all
thing.
allies.
Fucking
We're allies
Devin,
until someone we like
Devin,
gets called out, aren't we? Mate,
No,
I'm
just
telling
like
you,
your friend Courtney
Hold on,
did.
guys,
Just like your friend Courtney
Let me answer him. Dan, let me
Right,
answer
can
him.
I just say that Pearl should be an example what you use trying to bring education to people. She said something racist, she's been held accountable, and she's learned from it. So why wouldn't you use her as an example?
Okay, Dan, can I explain why?
Because surely then all the education what you've done has gone to no use if people are still racist. What's the point in getting people to this point now of where she's held her hands up and said, yes, Luke, I'm sorry, I've learned from it. What is the point if you're still going to brandish her a racist every day?
Two answers to that. When have you heard me brand her a racist? Every single day. Again.
Do it indirectly.
And secondly, listen, your fragility is not my issue, right? People
It's you.
presuming,
You're the fragile
people
one, Peter.
presuming,
You're the one losing your
No, I'm
patience
not.
every 2 seconds. I'm having a conversation with you.
and I'm having a conversation with you.
Well,
I mean, I called you fragile. I was calm. I called you fragile, and you raised your voice.
Thanks,
So there'll be a
Carla.
recording of that as well. What I'm saying is, she can't be used as an example of change, right? If she hasn't changed, because the first disagreement that she's having with me, she's saying, "I'm done apologizing. I don't have to apologize anymore."
How many times do you want her to apologise? Realistically,
God.
how many times? It's a year now. She apologises for it.
It's
every day,
18
twice
months,
daily.
Dan. 18
You're mistaking me
months.
for someone that cares about Pearl. You're really mistaking me for someone.
Well, what are you doing
What
here,
you're doing
then?
is, oh my gosh! If you don't get it,
Can I ask Devin one question, please?
Go on.
Right, Devin.
Have a line.
Between me and you. So, what do you want from us?
He won't answer it.
will you not? What do you mean I won't answer it? Do you guys listen to your lies? You asked me the question.
From now, this minute
You
onwards.
just said
From
I
this
won't
minute
answer it.
onwards, Devin, I'm speaking to you. From this minute onwards, what do you want from me?
And I've said to you nothing. I don't need or want anything from you. Do I follow
So,
you?
are we agreeing now? If we're in any lives, please don't at me. Don't put skitty comments in, and I won't put anything back at all. Do we agree on that?
Hold on. I want to make something clear first. If this is some kind of agreement.
Gaslighting. Just say yes or no.
Do you know what gaslighting means? What was gaslighting there?
You're the definition.
Or are you just
of
throwing around
gaslighting.
terms? Are you just throwing around terms?
So,
Right,
I
What was
was
gaslighting?
gonna
Hold on.
ignore
I want
you.
Dan. I want Dan to tell me what was
I want you to
gaslighting.
answer
But
this
girl,
question
it's no
first, 'cause you're
point.
not
He
using
doesn't
reason
want it to
out of your
end. He's
way.
wanting to
I
spark
was
the
talking
lives
to
up and
Pearl.
get a few views and make money
I was
off
talking to Pearl.
this.
Yeah, he
I was
wants.
talking to Pearl.
He's wanting to
And he
make
said
money off the
gaslighting.
racist.
Everyone, mute up. I want to actually understand what he wants from this. She's apologized multiple times.
You're not listening.
Right, Devin? You don't like people when people are stopping you and interrupting you. Stop fucking doing it to me. Right. Anyway,
Calm down. You're very
shut
angry.
the fuck
Calm down.
up. Yeah, I am very
Oh.
angry because you're irritating me. Anyway.
Oh, it's okay when people do it to me,
Oh
girl.
my
Carry on.
God, Mister, I do not interrupt anyone.
Yep. I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah, I know you are. You're being a cunt. Anyway, 18 months later, we're still at the first stage of this shit that's been going on. It's coming across to everybody as fucking bullying. Somebody blocked Chocolate as well out of here because he's a racist as well. Anyway, she's apologized multiple fucking times. Will you stop, if she stops coming in your spaces, will you stop going in her spaces and making snidey fucking comments? Yes or no? Is that fucking simple? Or do you not understand that?
So it's not that simple. Because if there's a FYP show.
Yes or no will do.
No,
So
it
listen,
won't
that's
do.
fine. Be in the same
won't
room,
do. Yes
Devin.
or no will
Be
not
in the
do.
same room, but stop
Go
hitting
on.
each other. Stop putting snidey comments in. We'll totally blank each other.
Pearl, between me and you, right? I'm not gonna not have an opinion on you. You may take it as passive aggressive. You
There
may
you
take
go.
it as an
That's
attack.
answered my question.
Are you-
I'm going to jump down. So
It hasn't answered the question.
You wanted to carry
Because you
on.
haven't
wanted
allowed me to
profit
finish.
off
You
me.
haven't allowed me to finish. You haven't allowed me to finish.
I don't care to listen. I've just asked you a
So then
question.
you don't- so then you can't have an understanding.
You said if it's a topic about
Okay.
racism, but what I'm saying is don't bring it back to me. I've done what I've done. I've been to court. I've been held accountable. I cannot keep saying sorry for the rest of my fucking days, but don't
Right.
bring everything back to me. You do it and Paigey does it.
No, I don't. So
Yes, you
nobody.
do. Yes,
so
you
nobody,
do.
when speaking about racism, can say your name, right?
Yeah, you
Is that
both
the
say
rules?
my name. Say
Is
my
that the
name.
rules?
Don't use
Devin,
my
whilst you're on the way to the
name.
FYP, where was your energy for
Don't
Saturday
use my
It was
name.
there. What are you talking about, Dan? It was
Where
there.
was your energy then? There on the FYP.
It was there. What are you talking about? It was there.
Or when
You
you,
weren't
all
here.
found, or when you all found it funny when
Are
one
you
of your
dragging them
friends
constantly?
said,
They're actively doing it.
When you all thought, you know, when you say it's okay to have outrage when it's somebody else, not your friends. When your friend, your friend Chocolate said Paki, and
Was I there?
non-Pakistani person took the apology for the whole Pakistani community. That's fucking
Correct.
mad. You're a hypocrite at its finest.
Can I ask a
How am I a
question?
hypocrite? Was I there? Was I there? Okay, again, you're
You all
blaming
fucking
everybody
knew about
else
it, though. You
for
all
me.
knew about it. You all knew about it.
So what do you want me? What would you like me to do about it?
Just stop.
I've not asked you to do. I've not
Wait.
dragged it up. I'm dragging it up to show
I've
what
asked you to stop.
hypocrisy.
We can be in the same rooms. Don't you at me. Don't bring my name into it. I've done and I've been punished and I'm sorry and I'm not going to keep saying sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody knows I'm fucking sorry. Stop bringing my name into it. I don't mention you. Don't mention me.
Can I ask a question, Devin?
Just one
Yeah, of course you can.
second. I think Pearl and TG maybe need to take a break because this has been a hell of a lot.
Yeah, they're all getting bullied by one.
No, I just want
No,
to ask
Devon. See, that's the type of comments that makes you a cunt.
to Devin.
Yeah, I can make those comments. What about all the comments that you've made that made you guys look like a cunt?
Anyway, Devin,
it's
I
okay for you. but
I
not
am
me.
a cunt.
Oh, go on. Go
I
on.
wanted to ask you a question, right? So,
Of course.
you said earlier, or whatever it was, that I won't call out people I know for being racist. Can you tell me who I haven't called out, please?
I said that there's a certain bias that you don't see it when somebody that you like is getting called out. Yeah.
Like who?
The perfect example is it's not even racist because I
Well,
wasn't
what
calling them
about
racist.
Sophie
No, let him
Bailey?
answer, Dan. Let him answer. Let him answer a minute, please. I need,
What about-
I need this to be answered.
So I saw you, Chippy, recently in a box, try to go for people for certain things, right? But not take on board the message that was being said.
What was that? Can you
So
explain?
like you said today, in your opinion, you thought that I've called you a racist. Not even close, right? So,
I did
the same
that's
thing.
what you're trying to call me, yeah.
yeah, so that's a presumption.
Okay.
Do I look like the kind? Do I sound like the kind of person that if I thought you was a racist, wouldn't turn around to your face and say I think you're racist?
Well, I would hope you would if you thought I were a racist, because I will call out. My friends know I will call out whoever I need to call out when I think they need calling out. But so I don't get where you think I've been sort of biased towards other people. I will call out what I think I need calling out.
Also, if also you little followers that think that you're doing something, that's saying every time I go for Pearl, you're going to bring up it. 1 second, no, I need to finish this. If you think that you're going to bring that up, yeah, you're going to get Pearl in a lot of trouble. So let me publicly say this as a disclaimer. That situation has been explained.
Right, well,
False information. No. You ain't talking over me because you know where this is going. Anybody who brings that subject up without fact, Pearl will get done for it. And any content creator who tries to bring it. Let me tell you from a legal point of view. I'm recording the comments. I'm recording the comments. Do you know who will be prosecuted for it? The person who's inciting it. So if you're doing it in Pearl's name, she will get done for it. Fuck with me and find out.
I want to know.
Fuck with me and find out.
Prosecuted on this act.
That's very aggressive.
Fuck with me and find out.
Very aggressive.
Can I get an answer from
Here it is. Please? You ain't gonna say certain things about me and expect me not to get aggressive.
Very aggressive.
Nobody will ever put that on my name.
Can you answer Chippy's question?
Yes, Chippy, carry on. It is a threat of legal action.
You said there were certain situations where you think I haven't called out other people because I'm friends with them or whatever. Can you explain to me? Because I'm not sure that that's correct, right?
Chippy, in the past, yeah, you show it often, right? And you cry about it afterwards, saying that you don't do it. You are very biased.
I am not biased. That's just why I'm saying. I'm biased, but I try not to be biased, right? So, can you give me an example so I understand what you're on about?
Sorry, I'm just getting my screen records for their queen.
Never mind, Devon. Just answer my question, please. That's all I'm asking. I'm asking you not to answer it with an answer.
Chippy, you're always biased.
I am not always biased. I have called many of my friends out.
Chippy, you called me out today, right? Because all I said in the comments was, Paigey doesn't speak for the black community and neither does NJ, right?
What did I say?
There's nothing wrong with you and neither do you, Devon.
Neither do you. I said...
What does that have to do with
anything? I'm trying to say that you are not the only voice. All right?
When did I say at what point?
There's many voices on this app for the black community. Yeah?
You would be completely right. You would be completely right if my comment was, Paigey doesn't speak for the black community, NJ doesn't speak for the black community, I do. Then you would be valid in saying that.
Well,
otherwise,
I think I'm valid anyway.
In my opinion, you're just trying to pinpoint me in the chat and have a go at me.
No.
Well, that's my opinion.
No, yeah, but that's fine. You can have that opinion, but that is not what was happening, right? So, but you've just said I am biased in many ways when it comes to my friends on racism. I need to know an example, and you're not giving me one.
I have given you...
You've given me nothing, Devon. You've just talked. You've not given me one example.
Okay, so when it comes to Haley Comet...
Haley Comet, yeah.
Alex Brigham the other day...
Alex Brigham did what?
He didn't do anything, but seeing as you all presumed that I was calling him racist, I'm using that as an example.
Oh, from that live that you were all holding, where Alex
we were all
was getting mentioned, etc., and you were talking about micro-aggressive racism, etc.
No, there was no micro-aggressive
racism.
I never said. Yeah,
yes,
you don't understand it.
As far as I was concerned,
okay.
in my opinion, you was, and many other opinions as well. It wasn't just mine.
Yeah.
In my opinion, from what I was hearing, people were suggesting in that live that Alex Brigham was a racist.
Okay, so in your opinion, right? Let me just work something out. What is a microaggression, Chippy?
Oh, come on!
It's very important. Look at you. As soon as I start to get somewhere, you want to shut me down.
No,
I think
shut me down, Devon.
Sorry, I don't think
I can't answer that fully because
I think it's the way you come across to people, Devon. You try to belittle people, so you're having an even conversation with Chippy, and then you're trying to belittle him by asking him a question that he's a grown man, so he's got to know the answer to. But I just find
he's going to know the answer to.
Well, majority people do know what the words mean, and I think this is your
so
problem.
when I asked him, he just went to say,
"Please don't belittle me, 'cause I
"Who's
won't put up with
belittling
it."
you? Who's belittling you? These tactics don't work, guys, because
It's the way you're talking. It's the way you're talking down to people. I'm sorry, but I don't appreciate it. Just a quick one whilst I am in here. Sorry to interrupt you, Chippy. From young, we teach our children, stand up, be honest, own if you've done something wrong and deal with the consequences. And that's exactly what Pearl's done. Not once would you then... There's people on this app that say racist words. I don't believe that just because you say a racist word, you are a racist. That's my own opinion, okay? I think being a racist comes from anger inside, okay? Just because you've said a word that is racist is wrong, okay? But we should be bigging Pearl up. I'm not Pearl's biggest fan. I'm not anyone's biggest fan on here. But we should be bigging Pearl up because she's dealt with the consequences. She's admitted she was wrong. And as she said on her interview with Top Girl yesterday, she's glad that's happened to her because she can now teach her grandchildren. And that also enables us all to educate our children, okay?
Growth that was. It's growth.
Actually, I don't agree. You can't expect people from the community to big Pearl up. They can accept, move on, not accept, move on. But don't ever try and say that people should be bigging her up. It's
okay. Maybe I said that wrong. Maybe my thing is we should. She's admitted she's done wrong. Okay. That there is a positive. Okay?
No, it wasn't, Bev.
Pardon?
Sorry, I'm talking comments.
Oh, so because she's done something wrong and she's admitted to do something wrong, okay? Bigging up might be the wrong word if you want to say that, okay? And that's fine. Everyone's opinion is different, okay? But instead of continuously dragging her ass around this app, when she has admitted she's done wrong and she faces the consequences, there are plenty other people on this app that say racist words, that are racist, that we aren't dragging around the app and they're not putting their hands up. So let's focus that energy on other people and not the person that's admitted they're done wrong.
Again, you can't. You're trying to direct the community into what you think they should be doing. And I can see why Devon and everyone else does get frustrated. Stop trying to tell them what to do.
I don't think I am. I think if you listen to what I said, Jodie, I said, in my opinion,
just listen to it all.
In my opinion, is what I said throughout that. In my opinion, Pearl has held her hands up, okay? So in my opinion, yeah, we don't have to forgive. If people don't want to forgive her, that's fine. That's their personal choice. In my opinion, there are other people on this app that should be held accountable for, in my opinion, other racist words and terms. That's my point.
White lady.
Devon, do you need an inhaler or something? Do you need an inhaler or something?
Yes, I do.
Well,
I
go
do.
to the Global Pharmacy and get one then.
Sorry. I just want to know how
Okay,
Devon
you buy
knows
it
I'm
for me.
white.
Pardon?
How do you know I'm white? You've just assumed that.
Are you white?
Does that matter? You've just assumed.
Are you? Yes, it does because it's my point. Are you white? Yes or no?
I'm actually diverse.
Okay, so just to prove a point, this is why you can't enter into
my dad is from Lithuania, okay, and my mum
which is white.
Yeah.
Which is
hold
white.
On, hold on. Okay.
What are we doing?
What my skin colour is no relevance to what I'm saying, Devon. I'm not telling you how to be.
It is. You're not listening to us. You're not listening. I'm saying, you as a white woman telling black people they should forgive and forget. You don't. It doesn't got nothing to do with you.
Have I said?
Oh my
have
gosh.
I said you should forgive and forget, or have I said, in my opinion, we should accept Pearl's apology and drag the other people who are saying the equal words around this app?
Yes, you don't have the right to say we should accept Pearl's apology. You're not part of the community. What's difficult for you to understand?
Please don't belittle me.
Can I just jump in 1 minute?
Have you heard? Since she jumped on here, everything's been. Please don't belittle me.
Right,
I'm trying to make a point. You're trying to make a point.
I'm going to drop it for you. I'm going to drop it, Devon. Right, go on.
Right. So getting back to the question now, what, Devon, from this point forward, what do you want from me?
Anything from you, Pearl. The same as I haven't wanted from you from months ago. I don't care, but I will have my opinion if there's an FYP.
Right. So
in
when that opinion's on, why does everything have to get fetched to me? My name gets fetched
asking me
every time.
Pearl, it was an interview with you. What are we doing here?
No, I'm not just on about yesterday, Devon. I'm on about any time that it gets fetched up, my name, it comes back to me. Listen.
So speak to the whole black community. I haven't done it. You know I haven't done it. You haven't been
saying I'm sorry. I can't.
And they don't accept it.
I'm sorry. Well, that's fine. If you don't accept, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to slip my wrists, chuck myself under?
You're not listening to me.
Will you please then?
You're not listening to me.
Leave me alone. You fucking leave me alone.
Pearl, it's not me
stop speaking
personally.
over
You have
her.
to listen to what I'm saying. You need to listen to what I'm saying. It's not me. You keep making this about me personally, like I hold the cards to you getting brought up on the app. I'm saying to you, you have to speak to the people saying it, and they don't have to accept it, right? And then and I say that, and suddenly it's you. You don't know
Can I
my
just
view
say
on the
something now,
situation.
Devin?
It's
Can I
funny.
say something? You know, I understand the frustration at the beginning because I was with you. I understood it. I just don't understand why every time there is some sort of racism debate or anything. Yes, today was because it was the interview about Pearl, right? But every time, and please stop saying you do not do this because I've seen you myself do it. Every time it all comes back to Pearl. She's an older woman. She's said sorry. When will it stop? We're asking you to just stop mentioning her and she'll stop mentioning you, but you're still not saying okay. I don't get that.
Because you're not listening, Top Girl. You're going in circles. You're not listening.
Fucking finished, you prick.
Okay. Right, great.
Devon, do you have Pearl's number at all?
No, Jodie. No.
I'm just thinking, obviously, a lot of people have their opinions, the inputs, the perceptions, and there's 2.k people here listening, watching for the drama, loving the divide that's going on. So I just wondered if maybe it'd be better off app so you can actually speak.
Well, I know that people don't listen to me and that they're just going off on one. It's because nobody knows my view on the Pearl situation, and I've said it before, and there's been a lot of heat about it. So I just find it very funny that I'm here, the focus of the anger, when you have no, as per usual, nobody has a fucking clue. You're just out here running your mouths. The energy's on the wrong person. I assure you, energy's on the wrong person. It's funny.
Everyone has different perceptions, which then lead to their own opinions. Some people are right, some people are wrong. We all believe we're right, we don't think we're wrong. And it's just a point where we either agree to disagree or we just keep this toxic bullshit up that the app is absolutely loving, just so they can drag you, Pearl, Paige, everyone across the app.
Can I just... Hey, Jodie, sorry, babe. Can I just say something?
They have a right.
Because these comments are actually pissing me off, yeah? I'm sorry, but if you're not a black person or a person of colour, stop telling us when we should move on with racism or when we should forget about racism. It's not down to you or anything to do with you as to when we can or can't forgive racism or decide to move on. Like, you don't need to get it in your heads. Do you understand? I don't really know what's been going on. Last time I thought Devon and Pearl were cool, innit? I don't really know, but in general, yeah, just stop. Like, stop it. It's not okay. It's like something happening to someone and then us telling that person, oh, it's all right, you forgive them. It's not up to you.
1 minute,
Whether
Tongan,
you
hold
like
on.
it or
No,
not,
like, they can, nobody is telling everyone to forgive and forget.
No,
All
I'm talking about the comments.
Like, all I'm saying is when is it going to stop with Pearl? Like, everything's happened for a like, everything's done. Everything's happened now. Like, she's just said, what do you want me to do? Cut my fucking wrist. What do you want from her? She's pleading with you to stop.
I'll be real, like, I don't
understand. Tell them because they like you that, like,
No,
there is no
do you
answer.
think I'm going to listen to Tongan if it's something I don't agree with? Hush your fucking gums, you prick.
Wait, what?
Okay, anyway, take everything you want personally, but what I'm saying is this, yeah, there is no time limit. You're asking a question, yeah, to a whole community. Stop aiming it at one person.
No one said that, Sam.
People will stop talking
Can I
about
ask a
Pearl.
question?
Oh my god, it was hard to understand.
Can I ask a question, Devon?
Aggressive.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go on. Go on.
I get what you're saying, right? I get what you're saying. The black community's got the right to decide when they want to forgive and that, right? But my question to you is, when somebody's turning around to you and saying, I feel like now I'm just being bullied, at what point do you decide then that it needs to stop because of that person's own mental health, etc.? That maybe...
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's just a genuine question because Pearl sounds obviously upset about it all and she's getting fed up with it. And if that was anybody else, well, at what point would you say, right, okay, I'm going to stop for the sake of your mental health?
What I'm going to say is this, yeah? it's not something that can be answered, because as we know, a lot of people have suffered a lot of things and people won't let it go, right? Just because this is racism, people seem to want to let it go. If this was a man who had committed DV and was convicted and he was continuously saying sorry, there would be corners of the app who would refuse to accept his apology and would refuse to let it go. It's the same thing. Just because you don't see racism as bad, I'm trying to put it in a way that you'll understand. They don't have to forgive. You can't ask, like, you can ask them to stop. And my heart goes out to Pearl, yeah, but at the same time, it's done. She got convicted. What do you want? What do you want from them?
Yeah, but we're talking about two different things. I'm not talking about forgiveness. I'm not talking about forgiveness in that question. I'm talking about if someone's saying, look, Devon, I get you don't forgive me, but this is really affecting my mental health. Like she just said a comment there about wrists and that, right? Does that not sort of like ring an alarm bell where you say, right, okay, I'm just going to lay off this person. Right now, I'm just going to lay off this person.
To me, it does. But this is what you're not understanding.
I'm not saying everybody, Devon. I'm saying you personally. I'm talking about you.
Yeah, we only asked you. We didn't.
Why are you talking about me?
Because you're in the
Why
box.
are you asking me if it doesn't apply to me?
No,
I don't get Pearl.
it does apply to you because you do go in comments
Wait,
and you do
Oh my God.
make comments about Pearl.
Toppy, listen, yeah, I'll be real. Like, you see, all of this, it's not solving nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, bruv, it's not solving nothing. Like, what are we doing here? Cool, Pearl, whatever. Like, this is just
No, I'm sorry.
lame, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's not solving anything because Devon does not want to leave Pearl alone.
What are you doing? Are you okay
But
in
what
your
is
head?
he doing?
Are you
for
okay in
Pearl?
your head?
Torian,
You're just painting a narrative.
Yeah, I came in
No,
mid.
no, I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
pissed
Okay, so
No,
we've
that's
asked,
the man. I said-
we've asked Devon, we've asked Devon.
You're just lying now.
Multiple people
You're
have
lying.
asked Devon. Multiple
Yeah.
people have asked Devon, if Pearl stops going in your spaces, will you stop going in her spaces? And will you stop making remarks in comments about Pearl? And he's saying no.
No, I didn't say. Oh my God. I can't
If you
wait for
said
this. You see
yes,
this?
if you
I hope the
said
screen
yes,
recorders have got it all.
the live would have
I'm going
ended
to
a
wrap
long
your
time
thing
ago.
up. No, I didn't say yes. I didn't say yes or no. What you want me to do is bend the knee and do what you want me to do. I said I don't go into Pearl spaces. I don't follow Pearl. If there's an FYP going on and the discussion is Pearl, I'm not going to be. I'm not just going to sit there
you
silently
don't
and
want
not
it
have
to
my
stop?
opinion because you don't like it.
You don't want it to stop.
That's not the same thing.
Right, can I ask a
How is
question?
that the same thing?
Ask a question. Devon, today.
Oh my God.
Devon, today, did you push live?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
After Chippy's
wait,
live, I
one
pushed
minute.
live.
Come on. What was the topic of conversation?
The topic of conversation was Chippy.
Okay. Just Chippy?
What do you mean?
Talking about Pearl and the interview as well.
No, it was a result of I went on Chippy's stage and I was speaking about the situation, so it was mainly Chippy. But obviously Pearl got mentioned.
Okay, yeah, cool. So obviously I've got 2 points to make here. So everyone knows that I don't want to put words in your mouth. Do you like Pearl, yes or no?
Do I like her?
Yeah.
I think
like
Devon
her.
does like her. I'll be real.
Thank you, Tori. Tori is
Okay, cool, man. Listen, I
The
ain't
only reason why I'm
I'm
saying he
definitely
does
not here for a
is
fight.
why
I'm
I
just
think
trying
is
to...
because. Sorry, NJ, I don't even mean to cut you. Go on, carry on.
Now go on, say what you want to say.
No, I was just gonna say I think Devon does like Pearl. I genuinely think he does. Like, I'm hearing they've had conversations behind closed doors and that. I genuinely think he does. I don't know what happened between them within the space of last week and now, innit? But when I was there, I thought, like, I'm sure Pearl called Devon her friend and that. That's why why are we back here again? I don't get
Okay,
it.
so T, yesterday,
I made the
Pearl
same
did
point.
an amazing interview with Top Girl. A few questions were
But
asked
I'm getting
regarding
interviewed soon, guys. Make sure you tune in. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, what I was going to say now. Okay, a conversation came up regarding the comment that she made. Pearl had obviously opened up about how it made her feel and saying that, obviously she's learnt from it and now she can educate her grandchildren, etc., etc. I went up and said, look, man, you've apologized so many times now. Now, the reason why I said that is because, look, people in life are going to do things wrong, yeah? They're going to be held accountable. Some people are going to be prosecuted. But for me personally, when someone says sorry, I'm now looking at actions. yeah, and patterns of behavior. So when Devon was talking about, well, if a guy had beaten up a woman and nobody would what was the word? Forgive that person. People will still have things to say. Okay, cool.
Not nobody.
Especially,
Not nobody.
okay, but especially with people's pattern of behavior. So if that person's going around and still being aggressive, even though we know that you've been convicted, then of course people are going to think, rah, you got convicted, but you ain't learnt much. Now, obviously, Pearl has been convicted. I honestly feel like we have to give her the opportunity now to showcase that she has learnt from it, that no racism will come out of her mouth again. And we need to just keep it moving and focus on all as well, because what people are saying is it's been 18 months and the backlash that Pearl has had, other content creators that have done the same thing, they don't get the same backlash. And looking in from the outside, I have to admit that that is true. Your Zacks, your Evil Queens, all of those kind of people. Yeah, people are saying that they're running lives, but I don't think it's to the level of when people are running lives, and myself as well, on Pearl. So what are we going to do moving forward? Because clearly she's coming up here and she's at her tether. Are we there going to laugh now like, ha, 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 let's beat her down more? After she's apologised and she's trying to reform. So this is what we need to look like. This is what's kind of making you look bad, Devon. Because 1 minute you're saying, yeah, you're cool. But then if you run a live and you're facilitating people saying stuff against Pearl and you're not saying, oh, well, let's make it fair, she has changed the ways, and that's where the issues come. That's my opinion. You can say all you want, but
But though, NJ, I'll be real. You see, when people say, "Oh, them lot don't get the same energy," like speaking about myself, bruv. Every time I see EQ, you don't see how we are with each other.
No, you.
Zach, the only reason why, I'll be real. The only and I've said this to Pearl. I feel like, you see, when it comes to Pearl and Zach, yeah, I'll be honest with you lot. I feel like out of everybody, like when it comes to racism, I feel like, and the community can correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like the community were more upset at the fact it was Pearl and Zach, because if you did used to watch Zach, you would see that he was a bit of an ally and whatever in it. And I feel like with Pearl, I feel like people, because they know she's from the traveling community, and I feel like a lot of people used to sit in her life, so it was a shock. So I feel like automatically they're gonna get it the most, because I feel like the community are more hurt than angry at the fact that it was them. Do you get what I mean?
T, in terms of that, look how Zach dealt with the situation. He went on subscriber only. He was saying he didn't care, this and that.
Yeah,
and I feel like people
I'll be real, I
more.
don't give him no airtime.
I feel like people are warm to him more. I don't know why, because I didn't really follow him like that. But I still do see people from the black community that still hold him like highly. But at the end of the day, when we're talking about two people here, we all had the opportunity to go in and speak to Pearl when she done. She never turned off the comments, and she stood there and she took the lashings from everybody. So you know,
Torian, you sit with delusive and hello,
NJ.
I love delusive Angie. Okay,
Can I ask
sorry,
a
go on,
question?
NJ.
It's a two-part question, right? So it's just a simple question, right? Because and I'll get to the point, right? You've got to let me land, or whatever you call it, right? So, Devon, when you speak about racism, do you speak about racism on behalf of a community? You do.
Well, you can't just say yes or no, because it depends. I don't have a right to speak for the whole community.
No.
A lot of the time I say it's my opinion.
Okay. So, but if people are speaking about racism on behalf of the community, right, then is it not also that you can speak on behalf of the community when it comes to like forgiveness and for
Hold on, can I just do one thing, guys? Sorry, Delusive Angie, you're getting blocked. Get out.
So even if it's not on behalf of the community, on behalf of yourself, can you not just say like, well, I've seen her mental health state about it. I've seen how it's getting to her. Can I not just personally drop it and leave it alone a little bit? But I feel that you do speak on behalf of a community, and so can you not, with the same energy, give forgiveness on behalf of a community? I don't understand. I'm just trying to understand.
You can't, Chippy.
No,
okay.
I can't. I don't speak for the community when I speak about racism, and I don't speak for. I'm not in a position to do that. I can't be like, "Hey, I forgive her," which was my point. What I said was, Paige can't tell everyone that the black community doesn't forgive, and NJ can't tell everybody that the black community does forgive. I said it's somewhere in the middle. That's not a passive-aggressive comment. That's just a fact.
I'm just trying to understand it all, Devon. I'm just trying to understand it all.
Yeah, and I'm explaining it to you. Like, literally, does that make sense to you with what I've just said? I literally said.
But then, okay, so on the same thing, on a personal note, on a personal level, right? On a personal level, because obviously you're the one in the box, and you're the one that was in the box this morning, etc. So Pearl's now asking you, not on like a forgiveness, as in she knows what she's done, she knows what she did, she's obviously correcting herself, trying to be a better person, etc., right? But on a personal level, can you not just say, you know what, I've heard how you're stressed out about it, I know how it's getting to you, can you not just sort of like agree to lay off a little bit and say, right, I'm not ignoring it, I'm not forgiving you, but I am going to lay off a little bit for your own sake, for your own mental health?
I'm telling you, from a personal level, I'd done that years ago. Me making the point, not years ago, sorry, ages ago. I'm not doing the things that you're claiming that I'm doing. I literally put in the chat the point that I just made to you. How people are choosing to interpret my comments in the chat is not my problem. I don't care about Pearl. If she's mentioned in my boxes, something that I can agree to, if she has a conversation, is to shut it down and say, look, I don't want that to be spoken about in my boxes. That's something I can control. But everything else that you're chatting about, what do you want me to do? Tell them they should forgive Pearl? No.
I'm asking a question. I'm not telling you to do anything, mate. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm asking questions.
I'm asking you what you want me to do, because you're asking me a question
on a personal level.
That I'm not doing.
All right.
I'm not doing anything to Pearl.
I think people on a personal level should be a little bit more forgiving, and I think she's proved herself up to now, and I think people should be allowed to prove themselves. And I think laying off them a little bit, and avoiding antagonising people. I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying avoiding antagonising people, avoiding that comment that you really want to put that you don't want to, but maybe you shouldn't put. Not you personally, I'm just saying in general, that would help her with her mental health, and that would reach benefits for everybody, would it not?
Yeah, okay, listen, Chippy, if it's to do with mental health, yeah, obviously everyone would not type that comment, right? But we can't draw for the mental health.
I just think you got to want the truth sometimes.
People just don't want the truth on this app. Listen, I will not.
I'm prepared for the truth, Devon.
It's basically people want me to bow down and say I will not type Pearl's name in an FYP. I will actively not. You want me to bow down, basically.
No, we don't want you to.
Anything other than doing what I feel. Anything. What to stop? It's never going to stop. What are you not understanding? I could shut my mouth. Perfect. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying before you run with your narrative. I could stop everything. Do you think that Pearl's name is going to stop being spoken about because I stopped talking about it?
It's one less person.
Oh, okay. So I have enough power that it's suddenly going to stop. You think that those other people are going to shut their mouths all of a sudden? But so you're putting all of this on me, knowing full well that I can't change anything. That's what you're doing right now.
I've got a question for everyone but Devon. If Paigey wasn't on Devon's platform giving her opinions and stuff, would everyone still be going at Devon as hard or not?
They wouldn't know.
No. Because I think there is a little bit of a...
What do you mean?
But he's facilitating the conversation, so if you're the host...
Exactly, we're not talking about Paigey, we're talking about him stopping in the comments.
He's saying, though, everyone's sort of like going for him at the minute, but the people with the biggest beef is Paigey and Pearl.
So moving forward, I understand your sentiment there. So moving forward, if there is a gripe, that's for him to say, you know what, Paigey, if you feel that way, then fire up a live and speak about it on your platform.
But then would TG do that with me, or would she let me have my opinion?
No, but if you don't, then you can't moan and complain when people tie you into it, because they're going to see it as you're the host and you're complicit to it.
100%.
Fair dues. If it's like, if what she wants to say, like she's valid to say it, then cause facilitate it. Why not? Do you know what I'm saying? But If it's a case of bringing up old stuff, is it outrage or is it content? If it's content, then the content's dead now because it's been going
My
on.
brother, how is it content? NJ, you see this narrative about content, yeah? Let me tell you on a level, yeah? Because I'm done with the politeness thing and all that. If it's content, yeah, you tell me what I'm earning. Tell me what I'm earning from all this thing. Tell me what I'm gaining from all of this. Other than, because you know how this app works and you know where the majorities lie, yeah? When I take on these people, yeah, and I go against all these communities without giving 2 ticks, yeah? Tell me how that's improving my content. Tell me how I'm getting paid from that.
Oh, so all the content that you do, you're expecting to get paid for? Because that ain't the case, is it?
Can I hear from Jen
When
with the
you come,
baby
when people
minute?
come into my lives,
Sorry, darling. Can I just jump in because I've got an observation and a question, and I know that there's beef between you two or whatever. I don't want to be here for
There's no beef,
7
no.
years. So my observation is, I see a lot of people saying, "Why don't you speak about this one? Why don't you speak about that one?" And my observation back is, how many black spaces are you sitting in when these conversations are happening? Because these conversations do happen. It's just that you only see them when they're brought onto FYP and Drama Talk platforms. There are many black spaces where people are still dragging Zach, they're dragging EQ, they're dragging this one. They do have the same energy, Casey. That's what I'm saying.
No, you know what? I'm going to have to disagree because I have been in these spaces, and the way Pearl gets dragged and every opportunity Pearl gets brought up is not as much as Zach or EQ. Like, Devin can even confirm that he used to go watch EQ and sit in her lives and stuff when she said the most.
I'm not disagreeing with that,
hold on,
Gigi.
hold
Not
on.
true.
I'm not finished talking. So I disagree with your point because this is about Pearl. Yes, they do have lives about racism and stuff, but not as much as Pearl gets dragged. That's my observation of it all.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying I don't think Pearl gets dragged more than everyone else, because I do. But I'm just saying that everybody's saying nobody ever speaks on Zach or EQ. People do. But they're just not everybody's. We say it all the time about smaller platforms. Do you know what I mean? When people say, well, why hasn't somebody spoke about this and why hasn't somebody spoke about that? When I was running Up Live, we were speaking about shit. But just because nobody sees it, it doesn't mean those conversations aren't happening. That's just my observation. Now, my question is, and I'm not asking you to answer for Paigey, because I know you can't, but I can't remember the exact terminology she used, but it was just some clarity I was looking for around the Zach and the Pearl thing. So obviously it was brought up that Paigey had said she didn't think Zach was racist. Now, I heard what she said in that live, and that wasn't what I took from what she said. What I took from what she said was that they were different kinds of racism. But why is what Zach said different to what Pearl said? That this is what I don't understand.
Well, I can't answer that because I didn't see it.
Personally, for me, I felt Zach was worse.
Why is what Paigey defined them as being different kinds of racism, and almost, I don't want to say she gave Zach a free pass, but doesn't feel the same way about Zach because she doesn't feel like, he's out there hurting black people and that kind of thing. But that to me would infer that she feels like Pearl would...
Yeah, Leslie Hen, that makes it even worse because he's saying it in secret. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's doing it behind the scenes. Imagine what else he says behind the scenes.
So I'm just trying to get clarity on is, if we say racism is racism, period, full stop, the end. Why is it different? Why are there levels?
Yeah, exactly. Racism and racism.
Because that's just her opinion. Why are we so determined? The reason that people are so determined to focus on Paigey's opinion is because it feeds the fact of feeling like you're hard done by. You've taken one person's opinion and you've magnified it, and you're picking that apart and dissecting that on behalf of the black community. Why can't you just say and admit that was Paigey's opinion and that's it?
No, I'm not picking anything apart, Devon. I'm asking
No,
because
it's not a personal attack.
I want to learn
as a whole.
And it was the fact that while it may have been Paigey's opinion, she used two terms, and I can't for the life of me, like, I've got perimenopausal brain fog. I can't for the life of me remember.
Direct and indirect.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was that. It was something else. It wasn't overt or covert. You know,
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. I've learned lots through the conversations that have happened about this, but it was some other term like that.
Okay, so Jelly, if a white person, yeah, grows up in the black community or has black friends, right, and they use the N-word, are they a racist?
Yeah.
They're a racist.
If a white person uses the N word.
If no, you know, so if a white person, yeah, has been raised in the black community, has black friends, so on and so forth, has used the N-word, does that make him a racist?
That's just a matter of opinion.
Are you asking for my
No.
opinion? Are you asking
It's
for my
not-
opinion on that, or what public consensus is, Devon?
I'm interested in both because I don't understand. Yeah, I'm interested in both.
So my opinion is no, it wouldn't.
I don't know. I just think, yeah.
I've just got
It makes them
Sorry.
So it makes them racist for using the N-word in like a.
Yeah. As far as I'm
but you guys are.
But just my opinion,
I'm so
Devin, yeah.
confused.
Surely
Yeah,
it would
yeah.
be
You
can obviously tell me why it is.
Can we hear from Charlie,
on how
please?
that made that person feel.
Charlie, what were you gonna say?
Like with what Devon just said about growing up with in a black community or whatever else. Like my brother, all of his friends are from different, like he's got Asian friends, he's got black friends, and I've said this before. When they're all together, like between their banter and everything else, no one takes anything to heart on what they say. But outside of their circle, it's they, you know, if it wasn't part of their circle, they'd be offended if somebody else had said that. So surely it comes down to how that person feels if they're being called that certain word. Is how I feel that Devon's saying
saying, oh, do they go out and call people the N-word? I'm saying if they use the N-word, are they racist?
in general or to the person they're saying it to?
So, I tried to explain something and I seem to have confused it a lot more, but I can't make it any more simple.
Right, okay, this is off topic of what we're saying. Millsy and then TJ, please.
Yeah, if I could go first, my phone's going to run out. I just want to say that, you know, people have every right to feel hurt and angry about racism, right? And those feelings are valid and accountability matters. But when someone like Pearl has truly owned up to her past, she's apologised sincerely, she's faced consequences, and she's put in a lot of work to grow and make amends.
Thank you, Kate, for the sub.
At what point do we allow space for the growth to actually mean something? She's not asking anyone to forget. She's not pretending it didn't happen. She's showing up, she's learning, she's trying to do better, and yet some are still tearing her down, refusing to see that she's a human being and she's trying to change. And if we say we want growth and healing and progress, we've got to create a space for it. And otherwise, what's the point of asking people to do better if we don't allow them to?
Can I just say to the comment, sorry, before you answer that, Devin, Paige will not be joining my box ever. She is blocked. Yeah, anyway. Go on, Devin.
I don't know if that was a question for me. I don't know how many times I can answer the same question.
So my question, Devin, I'll just shorten it for you quickly, right? It's just about if you want people to grow and learn and educate, and then they do that and they show that they've done it, they face consequences. If you're not giving them the space to show that growth, what's the point of asking people to grow in the first place? That's my question.
So I put this to you, and people aren't going to like it, yeah. But have you truly grown if at the first sign of we don't know when this is going to stop, yeah? And ultimately, it's like you've already given up the apologies. Do you get what I mean? That attitude of I don't have to apologize anymore. Unfortunately, you have to hold that. It can feel unfair, but people are going to make up their mind when they make up their mind. And the longer that you hold that regret and remorse, the longer that people see that it's real.
Yeah, but Devin, that's not what I was asking, right? My question was, if you want to educate and let people have a space to grow, and you're not allowing them to show that growth. What's the point of asking people to do better if you're not allowing them to do better and show growth, if you keep hitting them down all the time? That's my question.
Who's not letting them show growth?
Because she keeps getting brought up all the time after 18 months. So if she's shown in that time that she has grown, she has learned, and she has been educated, and she's faced the consequences. If you can't say you want people to grow and heal and progress and not create a space for them to do it, so what's the point in asking them?
Guys, you're right. That's the only thing that people want to hear, because I'm just going to keep getting the same question.
No, it isn't.
Until you hear what you want to hear.
Racism. It doesn't just come down to racism. It comes down to any subject. If you want people to grow and learn on it, if you're not allowing them that space to do that, what's the point of it?
A lot of people have tried to dumb down the question for you to understand it, but you're going around every roundabout.
No, you haven't. You don't need to dumb it down. I've answered it.
You've not answered it, love. You've not answered
it. Yes, I have answered it, darling.
Listen,
I have answered it. Yes,
you've not answered it. Devon, this is the reason why I say that you're patronising and you're condescending, because Millsy just asked a perfect, valid question, and instead of just answering
did I answer it?
Away, mate, don't over-talk me, Devon. You understand me?
Oh, we're showing off.
No, because remember, you're all mouth anyway.
Show off.
You little mouth.
So you're showing off
anyway, yeah. So don't over-talk me.
So where did this energy suddenly come from? Because it wasn't here
listening to you,
and now it's suddenly activated because you got an audience.
Are you a fucking kid or are you a man?
And what about the reactions of everyone else?
She dumbed it down to you because, like you said, everybody in here is dumb. Everybody in the comments is dumb. Yeah, and I'm sitting here, I'm thinking you're just
Did I answer it? Did I answer it?
Devon, you're a prat.
Did I answer it?
You've only got energy for woman, because time and time again, I've already told you.
You're tired and you're showing off.
You're tired
and you're showing off. You weren't saying this a few minutes ago. You're showing off. You're showing off. You're showing off. You're tired and you're showing off.
He said,
why are you telling me how he's feeling?
Go on the treadmill, because I'm fed up.
You're tired and you're showing off.
To chat shit. Showing off, because if it was in your face.
Bro, you're showing off. You didn't have that energy like 30 minutes ago. Your whole energy switched up because you got audience.
Face and more.
Bro, you're pathetic.
Anyway, NJ, forget him.
Embarrassing. I'm fed up of hearing him chat shit, man.
He is, literally.
Say that everyone, we all need to be more aware of what we're saying and what we're doing, because I can be an absolute see you next Tuesday, but Devon is sat in this live the same way Pearl went into his live, and we weren't happy about the way she was treated, but yet the same is...
No, shall I tell you why I'm not allowing everything to happen? Because Devon said, when everyone was going at me in his live, he said everyone's allowed to have an opinion. I'm giving him exactly the same energy. You know, like when people can mock my stuttering, mock me crying, mock my mental health, I'm doing exactly the same, because I'm doing it again. I'm not feeling bad for somebody when people don't feel bad for me. And that's just my opinion.
Just give them more...
It was me who said, if Devon come into mine, I wouldn't allow it. I can't have muckos anywhere else, but no, I wouldn't allow it. But before I jump down, because the kids are coming back up, sorry, can I just jump in, everybody, if you don't mind? So, Devon, from this point forward, I promise never to at you in a comment, to speak about you, or we can be in the same room, but never to thing. Are you willing to agree to that, yes or no?
To you not at me, I don't have a problem with you at me, but
and to
I've never
not
had a
bring in, when people speaking about racism, speak about that person who was being racist at that time, and don't bring it back to me.
Oh, thanks, Jane.
I just kind of feel, before my phone call,
promise that.
I just kind of feel that growth should be encouraged and not ignored, and especially when it's backed up by someone who's taking consistent action and accountability for it.
And
that's the question. If you're not allowing that space for them to grow and show, then what is the point?
Exactly. And to Devon, when you said so, a white person grown up in the black community, should they be allowed to say the N-word? In my opinion, no, nobody should be allowed to use that word. That's the answer.
TJ, what did you want to say?
Yeah, sorry, just there was a couple of points on there, and I think there's some comments on that we're generally saying about racism generally and about forgetting it and stuff like that. I suppose the only way that I can explain it in my head generally is the fact that, you know, when everyone deals with everyday problems at life, brings to people and the struggles and all that sort of stuff. It's just trying to imagine that with having a rucksack on your back filled with stones and bricks and all that sort of stuff, and that extra weight while dealing with all of the stuff. And that's not time limited. That's there from start to finish. And I suppose so there, in that sense, there's no time limit to how people feel about racism and talk about racism and stuff like that generally. But that's only my way of explaining it. I think the fact is that Devon's right in the sense that he doesn't talk for the community, because he doesn't talk for me, he doesn't talk for lots of different people. I think he can talk on the issues of racism generally on behalf of the community that the community face generally, but he can't talk about forgiveness for individual people in there. And I don't think he's claiming to do that. Because he can't. That's not for him to be able to do, and I don't think he does that. And I think the point about the Pearl situation is that I don't think he should stop talking about racism in comments and FYP pages and all that sort of stuff. And I'm not sure that there is an assumption to do that generally. I think all he can do is continue to talk about that sort of stuff. But I suppose it's the matter of him himself on how he believes Pearl has rehabilitated or not rehabilitated, and I'm not here to tell him to think either way about it or to stop thinking about it in either way. I believe when Pearl did what she did, and I'm sorry to talk about it, Pearl, but I felt at that time it was racist, but I think from that point I stopped talking to her and all sorts. But then I think from that point, and I've sat, watched, learned, listened, I believe personally that she has learned from it, and I'm hoping that she will teach other people in terms of that part of it. So therefore, my engagement has increased. I still don't speak to Pearl off the app or anything, but my engagement on the app is there because I believe that. But it depends. So then my perception and how I act is different. So it's up to Devon then to decide, I suppose, whether he believes that Pearl is rehabilitated and how he acts on it. So like he was saying on his live, he can then choose if he believes that Pearl's rehabilitated and done the right thing, then he has the choice to then choose how he runs his lives and how to shut stuff down. He then chooses how to act in comments. But if he doesn't believe that Pearl's rehabilitated, then he can then continue to act however he wants, and then people can then react to him how they feel appropriate.
What an amazing question. Can I ask that to Devon? Do you think Pearl has been rehabilitated and changed for what she said for the good? What do you think?
For the good.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Grinchy.
I think that it's a tricky one, because I think that she's learned a lesson. I think that she's had a experience, a life-changing experience, but I still think that the same as when the incident first happened, how people react to people's criticism can often ignite the situation more. And I think that aspect...
Did it ignite more for you? Because you're not speaking on the community side. So for you personally, how you felt reacted after that? Did that ignite in you personally? Okay. Yeah.
Well, I think on the app, I think look, the example of when it started, it was a comment, yeah, and both sides had their point of view. It was the stubbornness for me, in my opinion, that I think led to the conviction. I think there was a window of opportunity of where it just all could have been squashed, and where the app took over. And it's very similar to what's happening today, of somebody has an opinion, somebody's tried to explain that, there's a lack of wanting to listen and understand what that person is saying, and now it's escalated, and it's continued to escalate. You get what I'm going to talk to you, TJ, because I just don't see
I think in terms of that is, that's your feeling about that situation. I think probably, as you said yourself, is that second part of it where you thought it reignited it was more about the stubbornness of the person, in your opinion, about how that then ignited it, rather than the incident itself of racism. And I think maybe...
And that's what I'm feeling today, TJ. Yeah. That's how I feel today is going as well.
Maybe that's the point then to concentrate on between you and Pearl, because it doesn't matter about anything else. I believe that Pearl actually respects you in terms of your opinion and wants to...
I think she does.
That. So I think maybe it's the point of the stubbornness part of it that's probably sort of angst your second part of it, rather than the exact racism, because you said that you feel like she learned the lesson at the time. So maybe that's the starting point to have that conversation between you and Pearl about why you felt that stubbornness then ignited it back again. And then, you don't have to like each other, you don't have to live with each other, you don't have to do anything, you're all adults. But I think it's maybe that part to go, as a person, I felt you were stubborn as a person, rather than the racism bit. You know, I'm still going to talk on racism. I'm still going to do all this sort of stuff. But I thought you as a person stubborn enough because of whatever, and then maybe you can understand her reason why she was stubborn about it, and then maybe that's the level playing field. Maybe again, I
TJ,
know it's a difficult one. Right?
TJ,
yeah,
I want you to go. I'm gonna send you the replays. That is what's happened today. I have tried to do that.
Yeah, I'm just suggesting. I wasn't looking for the whole thing.
I know, but you're suggesting things that you've suggested and things that you've said. I have said, and the reason that it's not going into ears.
I think it's
is
maybe it's
because
your
the same
tone of voice. It's very passive aggressive. It's very
okay,
narcissistic.
yeah.
You're a very rude person.
Yeah, okay, that's how it started. Again, I can prove everything. I don't really need to do the arguing. Like when I try to be calm, you're saying I'm condescending. When I then get frustrated and passionate, I'm being aggressive. There's no middle ground for you. Nothing is going to be okay.
Very
I'm
patronising.
patronising, yeah. I'm just patronising as well.
Just my last.
If you don't
one,
feel smart,
Right.
yeah.
Just my last one then on that. So
okay, the only person smart in this life is Devin.
Is there any way that you personally, again, not on behalf of the community and all that sort of stuff, and I know probably Pearl and everyone has seen lots of different people saying different stuff and all that sort of stuff, and because you come up to speak and say your point, I suppose some of that I do see is directed at you from the community, which it's not. It's you personally, and what you say is what you should be accountable for. Is there any way that you think you could have a conversation with Pearl about an element to be able to sort of shift forward? And I know you're saying you don't at her in specific in there, but if she feels that you personally are making digs, etc., and whatever, is there a way that you think that there's for that?
TJ, I would do all that. I could do all that, and it's not going to change the lie of the land on this app. I don't mind having that conversation, but she also has to understand what I'm saying in terms of me being able to speak and have my opinion in an FYP setting.
Devin never said that. Of course, you want to speak about racism, of course, and I'm not asking you, and never ever would ask you not to speak up on racism. I'm not asking that. What I was asking was, please don't turn it back around to me. I've done what I've done, been to court, been made accountable forever till I take my last breath. That's what I'm trying to say to you. I'll say sorry, but what I'm not going to keep doing is coming out and saying sorry. Nobody beats themselves up more than I do. I'm sorry. However many times I say sorry, it's not going to be enough. So no, please know eternally, till my last breath, I am sorry. Right?
Well, maybe, but what about, I think the fact of what you're saying is that I think it's a near impossibility generally that if someone's talking about it, your name's never going to be mentioned. I think you understand that. I think it's not that you're saying that's never going to happen. I think maybe that conversation with you and Devin specifically about Devin and you, and then you can understand that if he does say your name in a racism topic, maybe with that understanding, it's actually he's intimating the fact that this happened with Pearl, but she's learned her lesson or whatever. So then you have an understanding that if he makes
that would be fine. That would be fine.
It'd be in that context rather than just him having a go at you or whatever.
Yes,
I think that's a conversation for you and Devin to have, so that if your name is mentioned, then you understand where he's coming from, and you don't think it's just him going at you personally. He can only talk for himself. I think. Yeah. I think that's what he was saying. But I think it's just you're frustrated that people are always mentioning your name when it comes to that. But I think this is about you and Devin. You're not going to stop the whole community.
I do. There's two people I get frustrated with. One's Devin and one's Paige, because Paige doesn't even address us by my name. It's just the racist, right? Like I said, I can't take it back. If I could, I would have. My fault for using that word all of my life. That's my fault. But again, I'm glad to come onto my shoulders. So now I've learnt my family and my grandchildren, it's not okay to use that word that I've learnt them. They can use all of life.
Yeah, and it's difficult to move on across the board because I think that word's really hard. But I think that understanding between you both about if he does mention it in talking your name in racism and all that, you understand what he's talking about clearly, and that it's possibly in a positive way. And that then, the comments don't get mixed up on it.
But all I'm asking for is just for Devin not to dig us out when it happens and just say, yes, whatever. Yes, Pearl was racist. She's been... Devin, please stop sighing. I didn't sigh.
Because I haven't
when you're
dug you out,
talking, for fuck's sake.
Because you keep saying things that I'm not doing.
Problem, don't you? You want
Stop saying I'm doing
carry
something.
On. You know you, Devin, you're an absolute cunt. Now fuck off.
I'm sick of you lying.
Oh, that didn't work out.
So let me just get Top Relly
Do you know what it
Hold
is?
on.
Stop saying I'm doing something that I'm not doing.
No, you are. You have
TJ,
been puffing and
I don't
puffing,
think you
and this is why
understand.
you're fucking very.
Yes, I have been huffing and puffing it, and you've been doing things as well, and so has Pearl, and so has everybody in the
I'm not
box.
fucking
No,
denying
you
it.
come
though.
across as
I'm
a
not
bully,
fucking
Devon, right now
victim
towards
like
Pearl.
you.
Sorry, but you do.
I come across as a bully.
Yeah, you do. It's gone on too long. You're just a fucking bully.
Oh, and you're a fucking moron.
Yeah,
Don't
but so
fucking
you,
even
you
giving
fucking
me a
moron.
ball cunt.
How's that,
Yeah,
big
you're
boy?
a prick. And what? You're a prick. Now what?
You're a prick as well. So what?
Yeah, you're a biased
Yeah,
prick. And
just
what?
instead of answering questions, you're quite happy to have a fucking
Bill,
go,
stop
aren't you?
it. I mean it.
Instead of
Stop it.
answering
Listen,
questions. You're a
anybody
fucking
that
bully,
I've had a
Devon. You're
discussion
bullying
with-
Pearl. Leave her alone. She's had
What's
enough.
bullying? You don't
She's
even
had
know what
enough.
fucking
She's a woman
bullying
of
is, you
58.
dickhead.
Leave her alone.
Yeah. Anyway,
She's had
the
enough.
person
Leave her
I was
alone.
conversating with,
So you've been
with
asked to
TJ.
leave her alone. Leave her
Devon, 1
fucking
minute.
alone.
Devon,
How's
Chippy,
that?
1 minute.
off.
Top Relly.
Nah, you fuck off.
You fuck
Breathe,
off.
You're such a big man, you aren't you?
TJ.
No, not at all. I'm just
Yeah, you
like,
are.
I'm just responding to you.
No, you're a gobby twat. You go in boxes,
Yes.
jumping around
Oh,
all
you
the
need
fucking
you
time.
need some more numbers.
Bullying,
for your
bullying,
FIP.
bullying.
Shut
the same
up.
fucking people all the
Shut
time.
up.
Okay.
You
No,
dickhead.
you
The
don't.
same
You
people.
don't like it when
So
you
I'm
do
bullying
that.
the same people. Someone who got convicted for racism, but I'm bullying them.
Oh my God.
Who got convicted?
Oh, listen, I'm going to go back to work. I'll see you guys later. I hope it.
You go back to me too.
Right,
Bro.
Top Relly. Thank you, TJ, for that.
I ain't got time for that.
Top
Hi,
Relly.
yeah, I've just got a couple of questions for Devon, if that's all right. Firstly, you said that if anybody came for you or spoke for you, then you would go for Pearl, or Pearl would pay the price. I just wondered what you meant by that. And secondly,
So-
oh, go on, you can answer that one first.
So the way that you've worded that, is that what I said? Honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why recording anyway, so you can look back through the recording.
Yeah, exactly. There's a recording.
I'm being respectful, so please don't patronise me. I'm asking you just a question.
And
I'm just asking you
and
to elaborate what you meant
Can we
on
go
it.
through the goodie bag, please?
So you don't know what I meant. So what was I referencing when I said that?
You were talking that if people said stuff about you or came for you, then it would be Pearl that paid the price. I just wondered why it would be Pearl.
In what way? Because I said as a content creator who's inciting that. You
not
clearly. Yeah, but you don't know. Do you know what I was referencing
You were
about?
talking regarding the allegations.
Correct.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you. Right, and I said on this platform now, I'm doing things the legal way from now on, right? So if there's somebody in the comments, if the comments started saying, if you drag, it was a threat, if you talk about Pearl, we're going to talk about that. So is that not talking about that for a specific reason? Is that not an attack
The
on
same
somebody?
way that you do with Pearl.
No, it's not. It's not the same. One is
Kind of,
legal.
but
One is legal. No, it's not.
secondly-
No. One is legal and one is illegal.
Okay, can you not talk over me, please? Because you've spoke for ages. But secondly, with regards to Pearl, when you're talking about racism and stuff, firstly, it's always taken back to Pearl, which it is. I've seen it, and I've seen the antagonistic comments and stuff like that as well. But would it not be more beneficial to try and use her as an example, considering the amount of change that she has made, and the fact that she's never done it again, and the fact that she's taking criticism on the chin like a pro? Would it not be more beneficial to use that, like, to show people that you can be rehabilitated?
Yeah, if I personally believe that was the case, yes, it would be the case. Everybody's got their own personal opinion.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I don't understand the question in the sense of, yeah, if obviously Pearl changing and learning and growing from it is a perfect example of change. That will be great. What's
Okay,
the point?
but rather
I
than
agree with
dragging,
you.
when she has done that, I just wondered why it's continuously being dragged back to Pearl when she's demonstrated growth and change and learnt from it.
Right, again, you're asking me and not the people who actually have the problem.
Can I ask you a question, Devon?
Yeah.
You can say all you want, but I'm going to ask you a genuine question. You remember when you made that slur in the box? How long do you think it should be before you should keep apologising for?
I don't mind.
No. You said your friends spoke to you off the app, and they're not going to drag it. So like you just said earlier, like it's okay if your friends do it. You don't have the same energy. So does that relate to you as well?
Yeah. So if you had Chippy asked me the question and you asked me it again.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So listen, people can hold on to that for as long as they want. I think that's actually the only thing that I've ever done on this app. that like was genuinely wrong. And my reaction to that was not the same as Pearl's. My reaction to it was to straight away say sorry, so on and so forth. Chippy, here's the thing: you were there, you saw my genuine reaction. I didn't get ignorant about it. I didn't make excuses.
I'm asking a question.
No, but yeah, and I'm answering it. I'm saying to you, you're bringing that up for a reason, okay? You can't deny it.
As a comparison, but no, it's
as a comparison,
and that is not a comparison. But I'm saying on the level. But I'm saying that's still a community that you affected. And how long do you think it should be before everybody forgives you and stops talking about that? And you must have a timeline in your head that you think, well, I've served me time for that.
There's a difference. You can't compare the two, because one went on for 18 months and one was very quickly apologized for, we spoke on it, and nobody has to forgive me for that. If anybody from that community still holds me for that, that's their opinion. I'm not telling anyone you must forgive me, Chippy. There's the difference. I'm not saying
you should forgive Pearl. I'm saying what I've said is Pearl's obvious, it's affecting Pearl, and I'm saying why do you need to bring her into conversation instead of, like other people have said, why not use her as an example rather than bring her to criticize when she's showing that she's remorseful, etc., and it's affecting her mental health now by the way people are going at her. Why is it not being used as an example rather than an infliction? And that, timeline, people should just be calming down with her right now and just like considering her mental health and stuff like that. I know she's a strong person, but she still gets mental health issues.
Can I just quickly ask you a question, Devon?
Yeah.
Just a quick one. I get everything you're saying, and you are well within your rights to forgive, not forgive, and whatever. But for the sake of raising awareness and putting it out there about racism for the future generation and the people online now, do you not think it would be beneficial to use Pearl as an example and maybe have a live? No, please don't laugh at me. Let me finish.
No, do you know what? Let me.
Can I just finish and then you
all
can
said
answer?
exactly the same thing.
No, but you haven't exactly.
Yeah, no, you're still not getting
Carry on.
into your ears.
Can I just finish what I'm saying and then you can respond? You can throw a live up, have her in, and you don't know who's watching from the outside or from the inside, and you can say, right, this is the situation that happened on social media, and this is the result of what happens if you say things on social media. It can get to this extreme. So then it doesn't mean you have to be friends with her or you have to forgive her, but you can turn it into a positive for your own gain. Like, you want to raise awareness, you want to stop all this, and it might actually help people realise, oh, actually, you really got to be more mindful. That's what I'm asking.
Pearl should be that example. Like, respectfully, it's not for us to make an example of Pearl. Yeah, Pearl's she needs to be an example for herself.
Yeah, and she is though, isn't she? Like, has she done it since?
What does that have to do with me?
Sorry,
I haven't said that she has.
Guys, I'm just going to drop her down. Sorry, Devon, because people are saying that she's said stuff about the disabled community. Sorry about that, Devon.
Drop down now. Thanks for chatting, Devon.
No worries.
See you later.
Right, so what we've got from this, thanks, Chippy, nothing's going to change. You're still going to go do whatever you want. Pearl's literally pleaded with you, but nothing's going to change. You just keep doing you, do whatever. I feel like you're not going to be happy until she's dead at this point, because that's when you'll probably stop talking to her.
And how did you get to that assumption?
This is my opinion and my opinion alone, because I'm the one who's fucking speaking. I'm the one who's speaking, right? I feel like, in my opinion, the only way you're going to stop talking about Pearl and dragging her is when she is dead, because she's literally said to you on this live, what do you want me to do? Slit my wrist, and you didn't give a fuck about it. You don't care about what she's, her growth or anything. It's not going to fucking change, and it's a sad thing, because education is key, growth is key, but you clearly have not grown since you was 14 years old. But okay, anything else, Devon?
Yeah, I just wondered how you got to that it's like you haven't been here for the whole conversation. I haven't dragged Pearl once.
We've
You're
spoken
trying
about
to-
previous things that you've done. We've tried
Yeah,
to
and
get
it
to a
was all- it was
resolution
all
in this
approved.
live. I did not
Yeah.
say at one point when I just spoke that you have dragged Pearl in this live. We have been talking for now, I would say, let me check
Yeah.
how long. 1 hour and 52 minutes. We have been talking about things that you've done previously in lives throughout 18 months. Nobody said this, so I'm going to try and dumb it down for you again, right?
No.
Nobody
You could just talk normally
in
then.
this live said that you have been
Yeah.
dragging Pearl today. In this live, we have talked about previous things that you have done in the past, yet you will not change. And we have come to no resolution because you do not have it in your heart to let go of anything. Right. Anything else, love?
No, I like that spin on it. It's interesting, but you know, it's what it is. I don't expect anything different from the
Okay.
tactics they use.
Perfect.
So we're done. Safe. Bless up. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Top girl, top girl, top girl.
No, I don't think he knows how to get out of the box.
I think in this situation, you know what? Not everybody is going to give Pearl grace, which
No.
is a shame. An apology is an apology, and it. But when people apologize to me, I'm looking at their actions, and if their actions are changing, and I'm thinking, you know what, they are definitely apologetic. And what I'm seeing from Pearl, she's doing everything in her power to, you know, to change the tide. But we just have to be honest, not everybody is going to allow her to change. So it is what it is. I just feel like if she wants to go places and people want to go places, why do you have to at in the comments? Exactly. That's what makes it look like you're bullying and you're targeting somebody. If I don't like somebody, like, I'm not going to at them and make it known on a public platform, because that will make me look like I'm targeting or I'm goading them for a response, right?
100%.
So, at the end of the day, just people go their separate ways. If Pearl didn't reform with what's been going on, she would have used the word again. She would have been like, all right then, but if I am racist here, I'll take this. But she hasn't. She's been taking the public lashes. So I'm willing to give her grace. But the sad thing is, not everybody is in it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. But it is what it is, and people can see it for what it is. And I just feel like they just need to just find some different content, because there's a world of things that they could be talking about, i.e. other creators that are racist as well.
100%, 100%. It's just a shame to me that it's just going to continue to go on, because I've seen the growth. I was the first one to fucking scream and shout and swear at Pearl, but enough is enough. It's been 18 months.
Let's just give her a chance, man. As humans, like, forget skin colour. As humans, let's give people a chance to reform, change, and grow as people. If not, what the hell? Everybody that's committed a crime or everybody that's done something wrong, what, we're meant to beat them down for the rest of their life?
Exactly.
Keep finding them where they've gone wrong when they're doing everything in the power to change the ways. That don't make no sense.
I'm good, Jade. It's just a lot. It's a lot, especially like when it's your friends and stuff like that. It is a lot.
Shame stuff. As you can see, she's got a lot of love and support around her. Do you know what I mean? You're there, Jode's there, everyone's around her. So just I don't know, man. Hopefully the tide will die down. But I don't know, man. I'm not, after that conversation, I'm not like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna, to be fair.
You're right, Jodie.
Yeah, so you know how everyone on this app likes to preach how words are words, actions are actions. Well, everybody that has been going for Pearl now knows that her mental health is obviously been affected. It's been 18 months on app, off app. So now the accountability is there. They are aware.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. As long as they can live with themselves and look in the mirror, that's up to them. But nothing is worth somebody's life on an app. I'm sorry.
100%.
I'm not saying Pearl would, but Pearl's
How
very
do we know though,
Some
Jodie?
people are.
There's so many other awful things happening in the world. The thing,
Alice, I get that. This is what I mean. Nobody's saying that, you know, racism is a big goddamn issue on this app. Really big. But Pearl isn't doing that to you really, either. Like it or you don't.
I agree with everything that you said there.
It's just mad to me. And then he's upset that people might bring up his past, but he's continuing to drag a lady for 18 months. To me, that's mad to me.
And no one's saying we're not excusing, we're not saying to forgive, we're not telling you to do absolutely anything. We are all just saying that you're aware it is affecting her like it would anyone else, and that you're now aware going forward.
It's bullying at its finest, 100%. Oh, fucking hell. Right, guys, Cam 2 page, shall I check?
I cannot be asked with more toxic drama from certain people.
These are the same people who mocked everything about mental health and then laughed at me when I was crying, but don't want people to laugh at them or anything like that.
Paul, I completely agree. No one is expecting people to forget.
Neither do you.
Guys, I don't know what the account is. She's
As
not there.
someone from the disabled community,